From the world of John Wick, Ballerina is the first theatrical film spin-off in the John Wick franchise, of which I am a massive fan. I think what Keanu Reeves, Chad Stahelski, and their incredible stunt team pulled off across 4 movies is pretty much unparalleled in modern American action filmmaking. With Ballerina, Armas takes the reins as a new lead character, Macarro, and Wiseman takes over in the director's chair. Yet, according to behind-the-scenes reports and a very funny and blunt interview with franchise veteran McShane, Ballerina was a messy production, with extensive reshoots bringing back Stahelski to direct new action sequences and Keanu Reeves returning as John Wick just long enough to have his face pop up in the trailer. So with that mix of excitement and possible baggage, what did I think of Ballerina? Well, it's exactly as entertaining as I could have reasonably hoped and just as messy as I feared. The Ballerina concept was first introduced in John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum in a similar vein as many other concepts throughout the franchise. John Wick shows up, some crazy new lore like ballerina assassins are introduced, and then we're on to the next scene before you can question, wait, what even is a ballerina assassin? And I feel like writer Shay Hatton never really lands on an answer to that question. They're assassins who also dance. That's pretty much all there is to it. And that simplistic approach is prevalent throughout the entire movie because this script is threadbare. I know what you're thinking, we don't go see John Wick movies for the plot, but at least John Wick as a character has an easily identifiable and rootable hook. Bad guys killed his dog, now he wants to kill those bad guys. The titular ballerina Eve is aimless for large stretches of this movie. There's no real sense of urgency to the plot. It takes like 45 minutes until there's an inciting incident, and new major plot elements are still being introduced over an hour into the film. So much of this movie feels like action set pieces stitched together with the most minor of effort to connect them all. There's literally an action sequence toward the beginning of the movie that follows Eve on a mission that has zero connection to the rest of the story. It's just a fun action set piece that's there just because. I also found Ana de Armas to be surprisingly stiff in this role. Eve is a non-entity of a character, with most of her traits just aping John Wick's moody, silent assassin type. Keanu Reeves is uniquely suited to elevate that type of material, but it's just not something that's in de Armas's wheelhouse. And that's a bummer because she was a standout in No Time to Die, where she was allowed to actually have some fun. I do think she impresses in the action scenes. She looks genuinely formidable, and it made me wish even more that the script didn't let her down. This is made even more apparent in the few moments where John Wick is actually in this movie. Anytime Keanu is on screen, it's such an apparently tacked on reshoot, only added in for cash grab purposes. And it actively draws attention to just how much more sauce Keanu has than anyone or anything in the rest of this movie. Honestly, the script problems are so bad it feels like even the filmmakers themselves were aware and self-conscious of them. I don't think there's ever more than 3 minutes of dialogue or exposition before the movie gets impatient and starts a new action set piece. That is a blessing in this movie because anytime a character is talking, it's not good. But is it too much to ask for both good action and an engaging story? But let's get to that action, which is frequent and impressive. Gareth Evans directed one of the best and most influential action films of the 21st century with The Raid, and yet he just released a new action film on Netflix called Havoc that looks like a PS2 cutscene. And so whether it be Wiseman or Chad Stahelski, the direction in Ballerina should be applauded. The choreography is well crafted, it's performed convincingly, it's shot and edited in ways that accentuate and amplify the technical skills, instead of obscuring them with too much shaky cam and rapid edits. For most of the movie, these set pieces are a blast, but never really approach the iconic heights of the best of the John Wick franchise. But then we get to the third act, which I think builds to really satisfyingly ridiculous and thrilling heights. They knew they had magic with those flamethrowers, and they were right. So overall, Ballerina is some of the best Hollywood action you can see on the big screen, in service of a script that's so slight it's practically non-existent. But that's just like my opinion, man. Let me know yours in the comments below. Follow me on Letterboxd at Josh D. Floyd for more of my up-to-date movie thoughts. Thanks for watching this video. Bye.